Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pregame starting in just a bit. Mic test. Mic test. 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's time for football. This is a presentation of Eagle Media and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. This is the Game of the Week. Here with your play-by-play for tonight's game is Tyler Henry.
Eight-man football takes center stage in week number 6 as we prepare for what should be an electric matchup between two of the best teams in their classification. Last year, the meeting between Ell-Saline's Cardinals and the Little River Redskins came down to the final handful of plays, and this year it's shaping up to be another high-caliber matchup as the Cardinals prepare to defend their turf on homecoming weekend. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside for another exciting edition of our Game of the Week. I'm Tyler Henry, and it's so good to be with you here in Brookville, Kansas. Since joining the ranks of eight-man football, Ell-Saline has gotten the better of Little River twice, including in each of the last 2 years, and will look to make it 3 in a row on homecoming night here today. These two teams have been as dominant gets, with each undefeated in eight-man Division I play. Little River has outscored their opponents by a cool margin of 302-36, while the Cards have won their last 4 games by a combined score of 204-6. Both teams feature electric offenses, with the Cardinals' tandem of Reese Crone and Cass Kramer combining for 22 touchdowns, and the QB duo at Little River of Jackson Conan and Jaron Garrison combining for 20 of their own. While both offenses have been amazing this season, the defenses have combined for 6 shutouts through just 5 weeks, ensuring that nothing will come easy in Brookville tonight. We'll take a break, but when we return, we'll hear from the head coach of the Cardinals in Joe Roach ahead of this matchup. We'll also get you your new image audio keys to the game. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented by the Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today. Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting Ell-Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
And now back to the football action with your game of the week.
Back here on the pregame show as we get you ready for a showdown between Ell-Saline and Little River. And we're joined now by Cardinals head coach Joe Roach. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for having me, Tyler. I appreciate it.
So your team is off to a hot 4-1 start again. You've won your last 4 games by a combined score of 204-6. You know, if you take all these games as kind of a package deal, you know, what's been the best thing that you've seen out of your guys so far this year?
I've really enjoyed watching us become better progressively over the course of this season, and trying to figure out what kind of offense we are has been an interesting process. And watching our defense come together and stay consistent and disciplined, and all that being done with some hard work during practice and some communication. It's you know, as an educator, as a dad, it's really cool to see the boys come together.
I'm sure it's hard to, you know, kind of nitpick and critique when, you know, your teams have won the games by halftime in the last 4 weeks. But at the same time, you know, despite the dominant wins, where would you still like to see this team improve as we head into the home stretch of the season?
Run game, definitely. I'm a running type coach. I want to spread the ball out and have a good mix between run and pass. But, you know, in Kansas and, well, just in football in general, if you can't run the ball on 3rd and 2 or 4th and 1, then you're going to struggle. And sometimes we haven't been as confident as we need to be as an offensive unit, especially have an offensive line, to just play reckless. They're always they're smart kids and they're great guys, but you know, they're thinkers at the same time. And if you spend too much time thinking in football, you know, the game kind of gets past you. So I'd like to see us get a little bit better in our run game and open up some bigger holes for our quarterback and our running backs. Other than that, you know, let's just keep progressing. Let's just keep progressing and always stay in communication.
I know a lot of people have been impressed with, you know, the high scoring outputs with what they've seen out of Cass Kramer and Reese Crone, but I've been impressed with the defense. You've pitched 3 straight shutouts. You've given up 6 points total in the last 4 weeks. What do you feel like has kind of become the biggest strength of your defensive unit this year?
Well, if you throw the ball up, if you just chuck it up there, you might as well just punt it, you know, because somebody in an Ell-Saline uniform is very likely to grab it and run the other way. And that is, you know, for 8-man teams, you know, when some teams, you know, they spend a lot more time on their run game than their pass game. So you can't just, you know, just make boneheaded plays and throw it up there and expect everything to be good. Our defensive ends they like to terrorize quarterbacks, and they do a great job of it, Reese Crone and Trey Williams. And it's been really fun to watch the cast of characters that we throw in at nose guard and how they can terrorize centers, being all shapes and sizes. They have fun. They enjoy it. They root for each other. They're like this little group, and we just love them. And watching our linebackers come together, because they're both new. We're trying to get healthier in the linebacker position with Jackson Seed, you know, coming from an ankle sprain. But Julian Roach and Asher Kerr have done a great job. So I'm not surprised at the quality of our defense, but I am very pleased at the progression.
You know, taking a look at that offense for just a moment, I know I mentioned a couple of those names. Reese Crone and Cass Kramer have been a problem for opposing defenses so far, 22 touchdowns between them. You know, what, from a coaching standpoint, makes those guys such dynamic athletes?
Well, their leadership qualities are wonderful. the way they talk to their teammates, and they're kind of demanding sometimes, but leaders got to be that way. And if they're not, then nothing may be getting done. So I like it. I know our team enjoys blocking and playing for them, but they're not the only ones by far. If you forget about Trey Williams, he's in the end zone with the ball in his hands. If you forget about Landon May, he's catching one over your head. So, and Jackson Seed, man, wait till you see Jackson Seed at his full potential. Totally healthy. He's going to be fun to watch as well. So, we have some weapons, but those two, Reese and Cass, are our main two, I would say.
This game, I mean, let's face it, this was an instant classic last season. It came down to the final handful of plays late in the fourth quarter. Little River's a program that's always strong. They won a state title back in 2020. Do you like having games like this one on your schedule that kind of help prepare you for postseason play?
Yes, most definitely. Central Plains coming up is going to be another one of those games. Hanover, our first game of the year for the past couple of years. They're another one of those. I mean, if you don't play well against those kind of teams, you're going to get run off the field, and it may be in front of your family and friends. So, I like it. It puts our boys at a position where they have to play hard, and not just because they want to play hard, but they have to play hard, or we're not going to, the outcome is not going to be in our favor. So these are the games that make football teams. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Anyone can look at the scores and just kind of see what Little River has been doing to people this year. But when you have a chance to actually break down the film and see the athletes that are getting the job done, what is your scout on Little River? What stands out to you most just about the way they play football?
Well, it's just good sound quality football. They're going to play with a low pad level behind their pads, and they don't mind, putting their face in there either. So they like to out hit and out block you just like we do. And they rotate in a ton of kids too. So that's very impressive to see on film, is the trust that he has in multiple kids in multiple positions. They play two quarterbacks, multiple running backs, multiple offensive linemen. So Coach Ayers does a great job over there. So we have our work cut out for us for sure.
I'm glad you bring up the two quarterback thing, because you look at the depth chart and you're right. They've got Jackson Conan and Jaron Garrison. There's really not a drop-off, at least not from what I see, between those two guys, and they do seem to kind of mix those in. What are some challenges of playing a team where, series to series, you don't really know who's going to be under center?
Yeah, I mean, you got to know who's under center, and then the kind of offense that they're going to run. If Garrison is behind center, man, you better be ready for that ball to come straight at you. And it's going to come at you with an angry attitude. He runs hard. He's aggressive. The Conning kid is different. He's a little bit taller, a little bit thinner, but he's a great decision maker, and he's a good athlete. So, he just, they're going to run some plays out of some sets, and hopefully we can get some tendencies out of that as the game goes on. So it'll help with that whole two quarterback situation.
Kind of flipping fields on you here. Defensively, Little River has also pitched 3 shutouts. How do you move the ball efficiently against a defense as strong as what they have?
Man, you better come ready to play, and you better come ready to block and stay behind those blocks, because if you try to do something on your own, they're going to crush you and they're going to swarm you, and you're going to be definitely behind the chains. So we just have to be efficient and play for one another.
Well, and last thing for you, Coach, we ask every coach every week, but, we've talked a little offense, a little defense. If you boil it down, though, what is it going to take to beat Little River on your home field here in back-to-back seasons? What are your biggest keys to the game to get a win in this one?
Yeah, it's homecoming for us. So there's going to be a lot of people in the stands, a lot of people to play for. So we're going to have to control our emotions and harness that into a way that's positive for Ell-Saline. And if we can out-hit them and out-block them, that'd make everything a perfect world in my book. But that's going to be a tough job. Little River wants to do the same thing. So let's control the clock, control the ball, and stay away from bad penalties.
Well, Coach Roach, thank you so much for your time, sir. Best of luck to your Cardinals here tonight.
All right. Thank you very much. Go Cardinals.
Once again, that was Joe Roach, head coach of the Ell-Saline Cardinals. We'll step away, but when we return, pregame rolls on. You're watching the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's brought to you this week by Bennington State Bank.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and Ell-Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast rock!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
And now back to the football action with your game of the week.
Welcome in here on the campus of Ell-Saline High School in Brookville, Kansas. Tyler Henry handling all of our play-by-play tonight. Nick Garst, our producer, engineer, and camera operator, and we should have one of the best games in the state of Kansas here tonight. It's Ell-Saline and Little River, a rematch of one of the best 8-man games from a season ago. Ell-Saline won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, and that means that Little River will, in fact, get the football to start this game. Let's quickly go over these teams' credentials. Little River comes in. They are undefeated. They are second ranked in the state. They're 5-0. They have outscored their opponents this year 302-36. Ell-Saline, meanwhile, comes in. They've pitched 3 shutouts in each of their last 3 games. They are 4-1, looking to make it 5-1 and get themselves into the rankings after this week. JT Moy has the ball on the tee. Little River with 2 back deep to return, and the Week 6 matchup here in 8-man is underway. The kick will be driven back near the end zone. It'll fall into it, and so the ball will be placed at the 15-yard line. Let's meet this Little River offense. It is a combo at quarterback between Jackson Conan and Jaron Garrison. They're both good. We'll see both throughout the course of the afternoon, rather the evening. They will be playing quarterback. Your leading running back is Logan Schubert. Top receivers are Ty Jeanette, Blaine Baldetti, and C.J. Herzog. Your offensive line from left to right, Kelby Rice, Elijah Stagner, and Cooper Hetland. Looks like it will be Jackson Conan here on first down. He will be the first quarterback to take a snap for Little River. They go 5 on the line of scrimmage. Send a man in motion from right to left. Conan takes the snap. It's a handoff right up the middle. That goes to Jaron Garrison. And this is a tricky package because you're going to see both of the quarterbacks on the field. One hands it off to the other, and Garrison falls ahead for a gain of 6. Garrison and Conan are 2 of the leading rushers on this team. Conan through the air this year, 14 of 19 for 258 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick. He also has 25 carries for 261 and 4 touchdowns. Same set here. It's Conan under center, this time more of an I formation look for the Little River Redskins. 2nd down and 4, early motion, and a flag. Looks like that's going to be a false start. They'll get that against Little River, and that'll back them up 5 yards. I want to say a special thank you to Bennington State Bank for helping us bring you coverage of this game. They are our proud presenting sponsor here tonight. So it goes from 2nd down and 5 to about 2nd and 9. Back into the I here go the Redskins. From the I formation, they'll take their time. It's a handoff to the up man, and there's not a lot of room to run as they try to give that to the fullback. Garrison on the carry. They'll call it officially for a 1-yard gain, and that'll set up a 3rd and 8. Haven't seen Little River go to the air so far. Like I said, both quarterbacks have had success. 6 passing touchdowns for Conan, 3 passing touchdowns on the year for Jaron Garrison. And it is Garrison who will take the snap. It's the first shotgun-type look for this team, but it's a designed run. Garrison up the middle with room, navigates traffic, and falls forward for a gain of about 9. So a good run there for Garrison. He has toted the rock on each of the first 3 plays today. With that, let's meet the defense for the Ell-Saline Cardinals. In the trenches, Reese Crone, Wyatt Allen, and Trey Williams. Your linebackers are Landon May, Julian Roach, and Jackson Seed. And the DBs today, Cass Kramer and Colin Dent. 1st down and 10. Little River has the football in their own territory at about the 27-yard line. They will hand this off right side, looking for room. It's the first run of the game for Logan Schubert. And Schubert ahead for a gain of 5 as the ground and pound game is efficient for Little River, and they keep it going. About 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Little River comes out in their all-white jerseys, white pants, black numerals trimmed in red, black helmets with the Little River logo. Meanwhile, for Ell-Saline, it's the black pants, red jerseys, white numerals, and black helmet with the Cardinal logo across the side. Conan under center on 2nd and 5. 5 linemen once again. They will hand this off left side, and there is not much there for Jet Ewert, who got maybe a yard. And that brings up another 3rd down and another opportunity for Ell-Saline to get off the field. You know, we see a lot of times in 8-man football, we'll spread them out, kind of like this formation here where you're going to have a tight end on one side of the line and then you've got a receiver split out wide on either side. But Little River, they can run power at you, and that's what they've been doing early on. We see kind of a traditional 5 lineman type look with the tight ends. Here, though, they will empty the backfield out on 3rd down and 4. Man comes in motion, sweeping across the formation. They fake the give. It's another designed run and another first down pickup for Jaron Garrison. This kid can run. He is looking good early in this game. He's got 4 carries. 3 of them have gone for 5+. He's got Little River to midfield already. You look at what Little River's offense has done to people. 50 points against Chase County, 70 against Rural Vista, 62 against Center, 52 against Gossel, and then 68 in a win over Canton Galva last week. First down and 10. Back to the eye, 5 on the line. Facing a 5-man front here for Ell-Saline. They will give this to Garrison, who tumbles ahead for a gain of, let's call it, 3. The line Garrison up all over the place, and that's kind of the crazy thing, too, because he is eligible to throw a pass if he is to roll out. That's something you always have to keep an eye out for. Of course, they have not yet gone to the air. Every single play so far for Little River has been on the ground. Obviously, that's their strength, but it also keeps the ball out of the hands of this high-powered Ell-Saline offense. Back under center here on 2nd and 7. It's another give up the gut. Garrison with room, breaking tackle, still falling ahead. And a gain of 10 for Jaron Garrison, who has now carried the football on 6 of the team's first 8 plays. And they are just grinding away at this Ell-Saline defense. Remember, Ell-Saline has not given up any points since their Week 2 game against Osborne. They have not played in the second half of a football game since week number 1. Mercy rule victories in the second quarter of their last 4 games. 1st and 10, Garrison takes a quick snap and then just falls on it. Boy, that got blown up at the point of attack. And a quick correction on my part, it was Conan who tried to burrow ahead and just finds a wall of Cardinals, the whole flock in on the tackle. And it's 2nd and 10. Didn't have a chance to get to it earlier, but our new image audio keys to the game for Little River. This is it. I mean, you keep the offense on the field, you keep this defense tired, and you just don't give them a chance to put that offense on the field often. Fewer possessions may favor Little River in a game like this. Here they go to the air for the first time tonight. They throw it near side, caught at the 20, and the reception made by Logan Schubert. They will call it a gain of 8. And the first pass of the contest is thrown and completed by Jackson Conan. Remember, this Little River team ranked 2nd in the state coming into this game. Ell-Saline on the outside looking in, but a win over Little River would surely put them inside the rankings in 8-man Division I. 3rd down and 2. Third chance that Ell-Saline has had tonight to get off the field. It's Schubert in the backfield. It's Conan under center. He will take it, hands it off. Schubert, a quick jump on the outside, still on his feet. My goodness, he'll be thrown out of bounds following a tough, well-earned gain of 4. But Logan Schubert just making a man miss and then rips his leg out of a tackle. 5:54 left to go. You got to think this drive has already taken up half of the first quarter. And that's just the same for this Little River team. They know what Ell-Saline's capable of on offense. They saw plenty of it in last year's meeting between these two. The Cardinals won that game 38-36. It was a wild one. Back under center, Conan will be the man to take the snap. It's another give quickly and a short 5-yard gain for Jaron Garrison. They just continue driving. This is the other thing that Little River, it just makes them tough to stop, right? They keep moving forward, even if it's only short gains. No penalties, no negative plays, no turnovers. That has not been the MO of this team, and it's been to their benefit. I believe they've lost just 1 fumble on the entire season. They've thrown just 1 interception. You're talking about a team in week number 6 that has committed 2 turnovers, and that's it. Both quarterbacks in the backfield. Conan will take the snap. He's got Garrison in his right hip pocket. They want to run speed option. Here's the toss to Garrison, and he's into the end zone for the first score of the game. It's a 9-yard rushing touchdown on the speed option. And it's Jaron Garrison who's into the end zone to open the scoring. See if Little River brings on the PAT unit or if they want to go for two. If they do kick it, Nash Look is the kicker. They will keep the offense on the field. Jet Ewert is out there. Garrison this time will be the man to take the snap. Garrison, designed run. He is stuffed. Nothing doing on the 2-point conversion, and it's 6-0 as Little River takes the early lead. Back in 30, Ell-Saline's first possession when we come back. Coverage of tonight's Game of the Week is presented by Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
A long drive for the Little River Redskins. It takes all but 4.5 minutes effectively off the scoreboard, and that is what Ell-Saline will take over on offense for the first time tonight with on the clock. I mean, it's a good strategy, and there's really no reason to try to do too much. Little River knows how strong they are. They know they're capable of getting anywhere between 5 to 7 yards on any given play, and that's exactly what they did. They cap it off with a 9-yard touchdown run from one of their stars in Jaron Garrison, and now it falls to Ell-Saline to try and find a way to respond. One passing attempt. It was thrown by Jackson Conan. He linked it up with Logan Schubert, and that was all they needed. I was waiting to see who would motion back, and it will be Landon May. He is the deep man standing back at his own 10-yard line. And Little River has the ball on the tee very flat. And there is not a lot of depth under that football here for Nash Look, and he is going to kick kind of a little squibber. It'll be fielded at the 25-yard line, taken ahead to the 30, and that is where the offense comes onto the field for Ell-Saline, and let's meet them. Starting quarterback is Reese Crone. His senior season has been a phenomenal one. 10 touchdowns in the air, no interceptions, and 4 touchdowns on the ground. In the backfield, you'll see a lot of Cass Kramer at running back. Your top receivers, Trey Williams, Landon May, and Colin Dent. And the offensive line from left to right is Wyatt Allen, Julian Roach, and Asher Kerr. 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 the lead for Little River. First offensive play. They want to go to the air, although actually that looked like a designed run, and Reese Crone is going nowhere. Boy, Little River's defense was ready for that. It's a loss of 2 for Reese Crone. Let's meet that defense for the Redskins. In the trenches, Kelby Rice, Bryson Van Eaton, and Ty Jeanette. Your linebackers, Jaron Garrison, Tristan Bristow, and Jake White. DBs, Duncan Olander and Logan Schubert. And the safety is Jet Ewert. 4:08 left to go. They faked it to the air on first down. Let's see what they do on second down. This time they will line up. Under center goes the quarterback. It's a handoff, and that'll get him back to the original line of scrimmage. But it's only a 2-yard gain for Jackson Seed. I think I may have just put that in my book wrong. Seed is wearing number 11, not number 12. So it's 3rd down and 10. A great chance for Little River to get off the field here quickly. You know, the last thing Ell-Saline wants to do is go 3 and out on their first offensive possession of the game. Kramer is back in the game. He lines up sidecar right of Crone. Crone's rolling out that way, looking for a receiver, and it's just high. Nothing doing on the far side of the field. He was looking for Landon May, and it's just a touch up and over. And we'll see if Ell-Saline brings out the punt team here on 4th and 10. No shame in it. You don't want to give Little River field position in plus territory, and it will be Crone to punt. Crone will put his boot into it. This one, maybe not what he was hoping for. He does avoid the return, but it'll be good field position for the Little River Redskins as they come back on the field for the second time after forcing the 3-and-out. But they're going to say that's at the 32. So Little River with the offense back on the field. Last time around, a long, slow, methodical drive. It got them on the board with a touchdown run for Garrison. They want to shift some personnel in here. And I would not be surprised if we see Little River keep this thing on the ground as we've got our first timeout of the game. It's taken by Little River. They want to take some time and talk it over. We'll take the break as well. We're back in just a bit. 3:19 left to go. A 6-0 lead for Little River here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Back to the action. It's 1st down and 10 here for Little River as they put the offense back on the field following a quick 3-and-out. And sticking with basically the same look, it's Conan under center. It's Garrison, the back lined up behind him, and they've been content to use Garrison primarily as a runner in this game. They will fake the give to Garrison this time. He turns into a blocker, diving ahead to the 40 for a gain of 6, a solid run for Jackson Conan. And the offense picks up right where it left off here for Little River. Just grinding away little by little and getting the job done. You got to give a lot of credit where credit is due. This offensive line has gotten a great push. Everybody involved has been blocking well, including the big tight ends out on the outside. You see a guy like Blaine Baldetti on the outside on a play like this, blocking well. Ty Jeanette blocking well. And that has allowed this run game to really open up. Nobody out wide. Ell-Saline knows the run's coming. They're loading the box, and they're still struggling to stop it. Here's a read. This time they do get a big tackle as Garrison keeps it himself. He goes nowhere. And it's 3rd down in familiar territory for Ell-Saline. They've been good about forcing 3rd down. It's getting off the field on 3rd down that's been the problem for the Cardinals. 2:10 left to play here in the opening quarter. A 6-0 lead for Little River. See what they do here. 3rd down and 4 from the shotgun. They want to go to the air again, try to go short. They've got the receiver. They've got the 1st down. It's hauled in by Blaine Baldetti. And it's a big gain of 8 for Baldetti, enough to pick up the 1st down. Conan is now 2 for 2 on the day. And a fresh set of downs for the Redskins, who are back in plus territory across the 40. Got an array of good games for you tonight. You can also tune in for Southeast of Saline's homecoming contest with Hillsboro and Sacred Heart on the road at Bennington. 1:27 left to go. Another under center snap taken here, given to the up man. That's Garrison again for another 5-yard gain. In a way, holding Garrison to 5 yards a carry almost feels like a win, but it's not going to get the job done. They're going to say he was well shy of where I thought he was marked down. They call that gain of just 3. Looked like he may have fallen ahead for as many as 5, but not the case. Little River continues to work at a leisurely pace here, content to work the clock and keep their offense on the field. 2nd down and 6, let's call it. Speed option to the outside, read well by Ell-Saline, and they're going to force another big 3rd down. They try to run it with Jet Evert, and Evert brought down for a loss of 1. Trey Williams, a big tackle. It's 3rd down again. We've seen Little River go to the air here on 3rd down a couple of times, and they're not even going to run a play. They are going to take the clock all the way down, and that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1. 6-0 the lead for the 2nd-ranked Little River Redskins. Back with quarter number 2 when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Sorry. Welcome back in here in Brookville. It'll be 3rd down and 7. A reminder, fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and at S-Post Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from all around the area. Proudly presented by Billings Group, and Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today by visiting srhc.com. We flip field, 2nd quarter underway. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Here for Little River. This is where they've gone to the air a couple of times today. They've been able to pick it up both times. They will go to the air again. Conan fires over the middle, but it's shy of the line to gain. Ell-Saline all over it. They're going to be about 2 yards short as he was able to locate Ty Jeanette for a gain of, let's call it 6. But it's Cass Kramer on the tackle. It's 4th down, and it's a decision to be made for Kevin Ayers, the 7th-year head coach here at Little River. What a resume Coach Ayers has put together. He's 61-13 in his career here at Little River, including a state championship back in 2020, and he has made his decision. The offense will stay on the field. Jaron Garrison is in an empty backfield here. He has traditionally been the running quarterback. He'll take the snap, and they wanted to fake it there. He is stepping to the outside. Ball's on the ground. Little River recovers, but it's going to be Ell-Saline football on a turnover on downs. A huge stop, and I didn't really see anybody punch it out. It looks like Garrison might have just put it on the deck. They do recover, so they don't lose the fumble, but the result is the same, and here comes the Ell-Saline offense for the 2nd time tonight. You tip your cap to the Cardinal defense. And in a game like this, I mean, let's face it, it's felt like Little River has been in control since the very beginning. If you're Ell-Saline, you're one big play away from taking the lead. Cardinal offense back on the field. Reese Crone has 2 backs for company in this set. He'll take the snap, rolling out that way. They want to keep it on the ground with Crone. He gets to the edge, turns it upfield. He's at the 40. Only the safety left to beat. He is pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 25-yard line. Taking it from 25 to 25. It's a 30-yard gain on the ground for Reese Crone. And a huge, huge chunk play has the Cardinals in plus territory. You just don't see Little River give up gains like that very often. This is a Little River team that in 4 of their games has given up 6 or fewer. They have 3 shutouts. Still a long way to go for the Cardinals to reach pay dirt as they go under center with Reese Crone. And they will give this to the fullback right up the gut, twisting, turning, still on his feet, and ahead to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Jackson Seed. The offense, I think, motivated by finally being out there on the field after a quick 3 and out. Time of possession, it's been a slaughter so far, but on the scoreboard, it's just a 6-point game. So the Cardinals back at it here. Cass Kramer will line up behind Seed. Seed lines up behind Crone. He'll duck under center here in the eye. Toss to the outside. This is Kramer looking for a cut-up lane. He won't find much, but he'll get the 4 yards and pick up the first down. And ironically, that is the first carry of the day for Cass Kramer. That'll keep the clock running here with 10:07 left to go. And Ell-Saline really starting to knock on the door now. They are inside the red zone. Here at about the, let's call it the 11-yard line, and they'll go back into the I formation once again. Crone takes the snap, hands it off. Kramer still on his feet, twisting, turning, and then slung to the turf at the 6, following a 5-yard gain. Kramer's such a hard runner, 42 carries, 450 yards, 8 touchdowns, no fumbles. And he has looked sharp every time he has touched the football. He's only 170 pounds, but he comes at you downhill like a bowling ball, and he's just tough to bring him down. A lot of plays in the playbook for 2nd and 5. We talked about Kevin Ayers' credentials. Joe Roach, the head coach of Ell-Saline, has been fantastic in his own right. He's 36-20. The team is still hunting that first big state title. 9:09 left to go. The give is to the outside, and there's no room to run. That's just a great tackle on the outside for Little River. They'll call it no gain on the play. So they had given it to Kramer on 3 straight plays. Now they're going to have to get a little more creative on 3rd and 6. They can still pick up the first down without scoring. There's about a 1-yard gap between those two. Shotgun set. Kramer lined up next to Crone. He'll take the snap. They will fake the give, keep it up the middle, looking for room. Still on his feet. Football came out late, but not before he was down. They'll call it a gain of 4 for Reese Crone. And if I know Coach Roach the way I think I do, I feel like this is a no-brainer. This is 4-down territory for the Cardinals. It came down from 1A, I believe 4 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago. Since then, they've figured it out. Among the things they figured out when you play a team as good as Little River, you can't play scared. 4th down and 2. Reese Crone in the eye. Cardinals got to have it. Crone trying to pile ahead. He's got a little bit of space. So it's not enough for the touchdown. It may be enough for the first down, but there is a flag, and we'll have to check that. Delayed call on the flag, so it didn't look like a false start, whatever it is. You see the Little River bench is happy about it. We'll have to wait on the call from the White Hat, but it looks like they're asking the coaching staff over on the Little River sideline if they would like to accept whatever this is. They are bringing out the chains to measure. And at least where they've spotted it here, it's well short. And that is the call. So I'm not sure if they're going to pick this flag up. Okay, it's a sideline warning against Ell-Saline. Either way, the result the same. It's turnover on downs. And you see there, both defenses will stand tall. And Little River will put the offense back on the field with 7:43 left to go. A reminder that Sage Products of Salina is your supplier of janitorial products for your business or home, from paper towels and soap and items from ceiling to floor. You'll see products from Sage. You can get the same home field advantage at your home or office by visiting sageselects.com. So the offense is back out here for Little River. 1 for 2 on getting in the end zone, and a big run here. That's going to be almost enough for the first down on 1st and 10. And they will say move the chains. Jaron Garrison, 10 yards on first down. His 10th carry of the game already. He has been cooking. 7:33 remaining here in the quarter. Ell-Saline deferred to the second half. They will get the football to start the third quarter. I'm sure if Little River has their way, they would like to score inside the 2 minutes. Back under center. Go the Redskins. It's a fake. They'll keep it. Now they toss it. And Ell-Saline, they just read it so well. Cardinals ready for that. That's a good stop and a good read. Schubert on the carry. He'll find a yard. It's a great play, too. You toss it, you get everybody thinking about who's got the ball. You forget he still has the option for that outside lateral. And that's exactly what they did there. Shotgun set. This is not the look that we've seen Little River in for the majority of the game. For either team, you can make the case that, guys are on the field for a long time, but most of these guys are playing two ways regardless. Conditioning is not an issue for either of these schools. Second down and 9. Quick pass in the flat. That's caught. Looking for some yards after the catch and all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's a huge gain for Ty Jeanette. Call it 20 yards on the gain. And another completion for Conan, who starts his day out 3 for 3. That is Jeanette's second catch of the contest. It's the first passing attempt of over double digits with some yards after the catch. Jeanette shows off the athleticism. Empty backfield here for Little River. They will send a man in motion. That's Schubert, who takes it on the end around. Tries to sidestep a defender. We've got a late flag as it stands, a 3-yard gain, but we'll have to check the laundry on the field. It's thrown by the white hat, so we shouldn't have to ask anybody about it. It's kind of one of the few advantages of throwing the flag yourself. But he will confer. Looks like this might be a hold. And that is the call. It's a hold against Little River. And that is the second penalty of the game, both of them. 5 yards. And both of them coming against the Redskins here in this game. Still first down, but a 10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 20, and that'll really shorten the playbook for Coach Ayers and the rest of this group. Jaron Garrison is at quarterback here. He will be the one to take the snap. Squats down low, wants to go to the air. It's a fake. He wants to sidestep off the run. Still keeping his feet under him. He's ahead to about the 26. So it's a gain of 6 for Garrison. The thing that's crazy is you look at the offense and you think, okay, so Conan's the passing guy and Garrison's the running guy. That's really not true. Garrison comes into this game through the air 14 of 16, 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Conan comes into the game 14 of 19. Both guys equally adept at passing the football. And that's where you can't get lulled to sleep. Every time Garrison takes a snap, you expect run. All it takes is one miscommunication, and they're going deep for 6. 2nd and 15. They do want to step back, and they throw this over the middle. It's deflected. There is a flag. I'm not sure what that's for. They were trying to get that to Jet Ewart. It'll go down as an incompletion, and I don't know. If that's PI, I'm not so sure. There was contact. We'll see what the call is. But if that is the ruling, that is a brutal break against the Cardinals here. And that is the call. They're going to give the pass interference penalty. It's going to move it all the way ahead to the 38, and that's enough for a first down. So the first Ell-Saline penalty of the day is a huge one. By the way, you want to talk about how good this secondary has been for Ell-Saline. 4 interceptions for Cass Kramer, 3 for Colin Dent, and 1 for Trey Williams. So 8 total interceptions for Ell-Saline, but this time They commit a costly penalty, and now the Cardinal crowd is on their feet and making some noise. Big hit, still on his feet, still not down yet, brought down ironically by a teammate. Now we got a late flag as Garrison plunges ahead. It's a gain of 6 on the field, but we got to check the flag, and I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like whatever this is, we may be coming back. That was a weird play, too, because the jersey that technically brought Garrison down looked like an offensive guy. There was nobody in red around the football. Let's see what the call is from our white hat here. He's talking to Coach Roach. You wonder if that means that this is going the other way. Well, whatever it is, they're going to pick the flag up. All right. So it's 2nd and 8 following the 2-yard run for Garrison. 4:51 remaining in the opening half. It is still a 6-0 lead for Little River. And it is Garrison in at quarterback for this next play. Little River still shuffling some new personnel onto the field. Plenty of options, and they will have both. Yeah, before that ticks all the way down. A timeout called by Little River, their second. We'll take it with them. Still a 6-0 lead here for the Little River Redskins. It's our game of the week, and it's presented this week by the Bennington State Bank.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Fans, don't forget the official apparel provider for the Salina Post sports team is Messenger Total Promotions. See them in downtown Salina for high school swag like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and more. They can custom make anything and also have school items for your car. Following the timeout, it's 2nd down and 7 for the Little River Redskins. They lead it 6-0 with 4:30 to go here in the quarter. First passing attempt of the day. That's what I called for earlier, and it's dropped. Jackson Conan had a touchdown pass ready to go, and they could not hold on. It looked like Everett who dropped it on the outside, and it's 3rd and 7 following the game's second incompletion for Little River. Gotta have those. New life for Ell-Saline, their crowd. Getting into it here. 4:22 left to go. They're hoping to get one more possession. If they can stop Little River here, I mean, you're talking about a team that could take the lead in a halftime despite, let's face it, kind of getting manhandled here in the first half. Redskins back under center. They will hand it off. Coming downhill. Not able to make the tackle. Now there's open space, and that's going to be a walk-in touchdown for the Little River Redskins. Jet Everett is into the end zone for 6, and the Little River Redskins will double their lead. Big run there from 34 out. And I'll tell you what, you want to make up for dropping a potential touchdown pass, that right there is how you do it. So 2 touchdowns on the day for Little River, both of them on the ground. And this time it's Everett who is into the end zone for 6. Last time they were stuffed on the 2-point conversion. This time it's Garrison who takes the snap, wants to run it himself. He throws a pop pass over the top, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion. Logan Schubert hauls it in. Excellent play design, and it leads to the evener that makes it 14-0 Little River. We'll step away. We're back in a bit here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you tonight by Bennington State Bank. No matter what team you support this season, Copyco has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and Ell-Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is Copyco, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
We are back after the touchdown run for the Little River Redskins. They take a 14-0 lead over Ell-Saline. It is homecoming for the Cardinals. The nice thing for Ell-Saline, they do have enough time here. If they kick it in gear, they can score on this side of halftime, and then ideally they will get the football to start the third quarter, and you never know what might happen late in this game. This is taken on the return, looking for room, not finding a lot of it. Up to about the 21-yard line goes Landon May. And for the third time in this game, that's where the offense comes onto the field for Ell-Saline. Ell-Saline had it going. We've got a flag down. We'll have to check that. They had it going. They got it down to about the 2-yard line, but a turnover on downs gave it back to Little River, and Everett made him pay for it with a 34-yard rushing touchdown. To the call from the White Hat here. See what the signal is. They're going to get Little River with a face mask. Third penalty of the day on Little River. That'll bring the ball out here to the 36-yard line. So a big break for Ell-Saline. 4:10 left to go before halftime. 14-0 is the lead. This is a handoff on first down into the mesh. Goes Jackson Seed. He has enough for a 3-yard gain. And they will swap Landon May in here. May comes in to replace a younger receiver. I gotta love the video board here at Ell-Saline. Not a lot of schools, I mean, it doesn't matter. 5A, 6A, 4A, most schools don't have a video board as nice as what we've got down here in 8-man for Ell-Saline. Here is a handoff on the jet sweep. That's going nowhere. Colin Dent takes the carry, but there's just no room to run. Garrison on the tackle. And it brings up a 3rd and 6 here for the Cardinals. And now if you're Little River, you're thinking about trying to get another possession in before the break here. 3:08 left to go. Ell-Saline has this from midfield. They want to go to the air, fire it over the middle. It's incomplete. They were looking for Kramer, but it was broken up in coverage. Garrison over the middle. And it's 4th down and 6 for the Cardinals. Crone has started the day 0 for 2 passing. He's been good passing this year. He's completing 74% of his passes, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions. But this is the toughest team that Ell-Saline has faced since their Week 1 battle with Hanover. And they want to call a timeout and talk it over. We'll take it with them. Back for the last 2:57 of the opening half when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight is presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy. Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting Ell-Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
4th down and 6 to go, and Ell-Saline will punt this away. Remember, their quarterback is their punter. Little River's got to get somebody back to return this. They will very late, and it rolls to the far side of the field. It's picked up just in time by Schubert, who makes a couple of guys miss, and then he'll be brought down at about the 20-yard line, and that's where the offense comes back onto the field here for Little River. Little River so far, a long drive that led to a touchdown, a turnover on downs, and then a shorter drive that also netted them points. You just don't know how many opportunities you're going to get against a Little River team that's capable of grounding and pounding the way that they do. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll get you scores from everywhere else in the state. See what other games are happening in our area and what is going on here in halftime. But for now, it's back to the I formation. For Little River, 2:47 left to go. And, boy, a play that was well designed for Garrison, or rather for Conan, but there just wasn't enough blocking. And it goes for a gain of 1. You saw the design of that play. If that hole had opened up, there's a real world where Conan runs it all the way to the house. But Ell-Saline did not give up the push. And as a result, they've set themselves up with a 2nd and 9 instead of finding themselves down by 3 scores. 2:13 left to go. Here in the opening half, Jackson Conan under center. 5 on the line. He will hand this off, looking for room, bouncing it to the outside, grabbed and slung to the turf at about the 27-yard line. Another good run for Jed Everett. And they will call that a gain of 6. Everett had the touchdown run last time out, 34 yards, the game's biggest gain for either team. Clock is stopped with 2 minutes left to go here as he got out of bounds. Of course, there is no 2-minute warning in the high school game. So that thing will run on the next snap here for Little River. I wouldn't be surprised. I know they don't need to yet, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see Little River take a shot at the end zone here through the air. The question is, though, would it be with Conan or would it be with Garrison? Conan takes the snap. Correction, that is Garrison. He fires it out. That's Schubert, who's got the first down and more. And just keeps it moving. Another gain of 10 hauled in by Logan Schubert. That's Jaron Garrison's first. Or no, that was Conan. My mistake. So far today, Conan is 4 for 6 through the air. 1:38 left to go. Still no urgency for the Redskin offense, trying to take some more time off this clock. If they want to score, it might be getting to be go time here. They will send a man in motion. We got flags all over the place. As it stands, it's a small loss. Someone is going to be the beneficiary of a whole mess here. And it's a legal motion against Little River. You know, for as in control of this game as Little River has been, 4 penalties compared to just 1 for Ell-Saline have really hurt them in certain spots. 1:16 left to go. Still a lot of time to work with. It's only a 5-yard penalty, but it will make this first down and 15. Little River will be looking for some chunk plays here. Quick reminder, this presentation is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Techniqual Consulting, your partners in secure banking technology and seamless IT solutions. Setting up to go to the air here. Trying to see if that is, in fact, Conan in the backfield. It appears it is. 1:10 left to go. Little River up 14-0. They will take the snap. This is Garrison who wants to run it. He is looking for more room. Takes on the contact. It's a 5-yard gain, but no more. As Garrison gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Julian Roach on the tackle. And now if you're Little River, you'd think you'd want to go fast, and they do. 45 seconds left to go in the quarter. And they are still 42 yards from pay dirt. Wonder if they let him air it out here. They will take the snap. This is Conan. Steps up, wants to fire deep. That's going to be incomplete. Saw that the second he let it go. A lot of hand fighting with Colin Dent. And it leads to third down. More importantly, though, for Little River, it stops the clock. And it gives them a chance to actually think over this next play call. Pending something crazy, it's looking like Ell-Saline will likely not have a chance to possess the football again here in the half. It's been a long time since someone managed to shut out the Cardinals in a half of football. Probably have to go deep into maybe even 3 seasons ago when they first came down to 8-man and kind of had to take their licks. This is Conan under center, third down and 10, and he will give it to Everett, who gets nothing, maybe a yard. And you wonder if they're just going to let this clock wind down and take this score into halftime. It looks like they will. So that'll do it for the first half here on homecoming night in Brookville. The homestanding Cardinals trail the second-ranked Little River Redskins 14-0. We will step away. When we come back, we'll get into the halftime show, take a look at some other scores and happenings from around the state of Kansas, and get you first half stats from this game. All that and, oh, wow. No, Little River called timeout. Both teams were coming on the field like it was halftime. Everybody else thought it was halftime. Little River calls timeout with 1 second remaining. They want to get one more play off. I was a little surprised that they were going to play it this conservative, especially against a team that has beaten them in the last 2 years. They know the talent that Ell-Saline has. I'm not saying they need a touchdown here, but the Cardinals will get the football to start the third quarter. You feel good about taking a shot. They've had a lot of success over the middle. Conan today is 4 of 6 through the air. I guess now 4 of 7. So no matter what, this will be the final play of the first half. Jackson Conan at quarterback. Jaron Garrison lined up in his right hip pocket. 3 receivers spread out wide. Looks like Ell-Saline wants to bring 3, but they've got the safeties all back deep. It's a cover 4 prevent defense. Last play of the half, it's on the deck. Ell-Saline wants to scoop it up, and they'll get on top of it, but that will be the end of the quarter. Well, a bizarre sequence. It's really not going to hurt Little River all that much, and that will take us to the halftime break. So we will step away. When we come back, it's the halftime report. We'll see scores and stats from around the area. All that and more when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage of this game is presented by the Bennington State Bank.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting Ell-Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a childcare stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush the freakishly fast frog.
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and Ell-Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store. Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, Copyco has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and Ell-Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is Copyco, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store. Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
14-0 Little River. That's our score here at the halftime intermission. Let's go ahead and take a look at some scores from around the area as we've got Solomon. How about this? They lead Gossel 32-0. That game is approaching halftime, still in the second quarter. Sacred Heart is up big, 22-0 on Bennington. That game is also late in the second quarter. And southeast of Saline, this might be the shocking score of the night. They lead 14-0 over Hillsboro. That's a southeast of Saline team that has won every one of their games by 50-plus points. They're going to go into the halftime locker room up by just 2 scores. Last night, Salina South fell to Goddard 34-27. Salina Central is looking to remain undefeated. They're up 13-7 on Andover Central at the half. Abilene and Augusta tied up 0-0 at the half. Ellsworth is up on Halstead. That game is 14-7 at halftime. Beloit leads Minneapolis 24-6 at halftime. And in our final game to let you know about, Wamego is up on Chapman 14-0 at the halftime break. Here it is a 14-0 lead for the Little River Redskins. Let's take a look at how we got to this point. 174 total yards for Little River, 54 through the air, 124 on the ground. Their 2 touchdowns, Both came on the ground, a 9-yard rush for Garrison and a 34-yard scamper for Everett. Meanwhile, for Ell-Saline, they got to get the offense going. That's been the problem. 0 completions, 0 passing yards, just 59 yards of total offense, all on the ground for Ell-Saline in the first half of this game. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be Ell-Saline with the football to start the second half. That's right around the corner. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's brought to you tonight by the Bennington State Bank.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting Ell-Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina. Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush in a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic!
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
Welcome back in here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. Tyler Henry alongside you. Nick Garst handling all of our production, camera, and engineering duties here today. We've had a good one so far. Little River leads 14-0. They've looked like the more dominant team when they've not committed penalties. They've been virtually unstoppable on offense, and they've done a good job of playing ball control. We don't have live stats, so I can't give you the exact numbers, but time of possession, I mean, that has been something that is heavily favored Little River in this game. They've possessed the ball, they've kept the offense on the field, they've grinded it out, and they've scored touchdowns now on 2 of their 4 offensive possessions. Of course, they did fumble it away there at the end of the half, but really no harm, no foul considering how close to halftime we were. That was going to be the final play of the half no matter what. For Ell-Saline, they got to get something going, and I hate to say it, but they've got to get something going in the passing game. Reese Crone is just 0 for 2. He's only attempted 2 passes in this entire game. This is an offense that has been explosive at times through the air, and if they want to come back and beat Little River, they're going to have to do that. For Little River, you just keep doing what you're doing. You plug away, you keep it on the ground, you grind more clock. Those are your new image audio keys to the second half. Both teams taking the field. Of course, this is homecoming night here in Brookville, so the homecoming king and queen crowned just moments ago, but for right now, everybody is back on the field and ready to go, and it will be Ell-Saline who takes the first possession of the third quarter. It's a flat angle that we see Nash Look kick from. It's caused some chaos. It puts a lot of top spin on that football. I don't think they'd try to run an onside kick or anything like that, but it's something you keep in the back of your mind just given the way he kicks it. Of course, coverage of this game is presented by the Bennington State Bank. I want to thank them for their support of high school coverage across the board. Nash has it on the tee, and the second half is underway. This will be picked up deep at about his own 10-yard line, looking to navigate space. Boy, Little River closes down quickly, and Landon May has got nowhere to go. So the offense on the field to start the second half for the Ell-Saline Cardinals. Their drive so far, a 3-and-out, a turnover on downs on their own 2-yard line, and then a punt that gave it back to Little River late in that second quarter. We'll see what adjustments they've made offensively. Crone today is 0 for 2. They've run the ball well, including a big 30-yard outburst for Crone, trying to utilize his size, but this is a very stout unit for Little River. It's a shotgun set with 2 receivers to the near-hand side. Crone takes the snap, fires it over the middle. He's got a man who wants to cut it back to the inside. Now working to the outside, up to the 33-yard line, and a big gain of 13 to Colin Dent. And there you go. First completion of the night for Reese Crone. It's a good one, a 13 to Colin Dent. And Ell-Saline moves the chains on 1st and 10. Cardinals have cooked through the air this year. I know I mentioned the numbers before, but Crone coming in tonight, 29 of 39, 533 yards, 10 touchdowns, no picks. We've also got to think this is the first time Ell-Saline's played in the second half of a football game since week 1. Here is a handoff looking to navigate traffic. Up for a gain of about 6 is Cass Kramer. Solid tackle there by the Little River defense, which deserves a lot of credit for the work that they put in the first half. Nothing flashy, but they just did not allow Ell-Saline to get much going, and they did a good job of getting off the field. They're going to call that a gain of 6. Kramer's 4th carry of the day. Colin Dent will line up on the near side. Everybody else is in tight as Ell-Saline goes to the eye. Crone takes the snap. It's another handoff to the short man for a gain of 2 as they go short. On 2nd down, Jackson Seed on the carry. They'll say he gets about a yard. 4 carries for Kramer, 4 carries for Crone, 4 carries for Seed. That's where we're at. It's 3rd down and 3. We've not seen as much Kramer in the run game as what maybe we expected to coming into this game. Shotgun set. They do want to go to the air. It's Crone over the middle, and he's got him in for the first down. That's a gain of 6, and that's the leading receiver, Trey Williams, with his first catch of the day. This has been a good-looking drive so far. They've not relied on chunk plays, and you love seeing Ell-Saline get it going offensively here. You trust Coach Roach and his staff to make some halftime adjustments. So far, so good, but they've got to get points out of the deal. And they've got to find ways to get stops on the other side. Ell-Saline in their red jerseys, white numerals, black pants, black helmets for Little River. The all-white tops and bottoms, black helmets with the Little River logo on it. Kramer in the pistol on 1st down and 10. Crone will take the snap. He will hand it to Kramer looking for room, and he's ahead for a solid gain of 7. Cass Kramer barrels ahead. And Ell-Saline just continues to keep pushing. They'll give him 8, as a matter of fact. That brings up 2nd down and 2. 9:20 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. They will go under center once again. Jackson Seed lined up the back. They'll send a man in motion. They hand it to Seed. He's going nowhere. They needed 2. They gained 1. Trying to get them to bite on Kramer going outside, and Little River, disciplined as ever, does not allow it. So it's 3rd down and 1, maybe even shorter than that. Call it 3rd and inches here. 8:46 to go. Ell-Saline still in search of their first score of this game. Jackson Seed is the short man. Kramer is the deep man here in the I formation. Crone under center takes the snap. It's another quick direct give with forward progress. Should be enough for the first, and they will give it to him. That initial effort more than good enough for Jackson Seed, whose last 4 carries have all been for 1 yard. But this time it is enough, and it'll move the sticks as they get it to the 25. So the Cardinals moving the football, moving the chains, keeping the offense on the field, giving Little River perhaps a little taste of their own medicine as the Redskins offense is not taking the field yet. Here's a toss out to Kramer, who cuts it back up the middle. We got a flag thrown by the White Hat. As it stands, it's a gain of 5, but we'll have to check the laundry on the field and see what the call is here. Looks like this might be coming back. A couple of Little River players clapping it up, and it will, in fact, be putting the Cardinals in reverse. They've only committed 2 penalties today, but they've been 2 big ones. A hold on first down that'll make it 1st and 20, and a pass interference call earlier that gave Little River the field position needed to score their 2nd touchdown of the day. Wonder if we might see Crone air it out here on 1st and 20. 7:55 left to go. He'll have Kramer for company in the backfield. One receiver split out wide to either side. Colin Dent in motion. They will hand it off, and that's good for a gain of maybe 2. Not a whole lot there for Cass Kramer. And it's still 2nd and long. Call it a 2-yard gain. Kramer's been the go-to guy this year. Like I said, 450 yards on 42 carries. He's been averaging almost 10 yards a touch. He's been well shy of that in this game. They will move Dent to the far side of the field. Everybody else is bunched in tight. Kramer giving Crone some company here on 2nd and 17. Send a man in motion. They want to go to the air, fire it far side, and they will be back to the original line of scrimmage with interest. It's a gain of 10 for Trey Williams. And after not completing a single pass in the first half, Reese Crone is 3 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter. Brings up a much more manageable 3rd down and 8. Good play design there to stretch the field. Wonder if they might go back to the air. You also wonder, already here in Ell-Saline, or rather Little River territory, if it isn't 4-down territory for the Cardinals. Crone will send a man in motion once again. Takes the snap. It's a give on the delay. And there is not much room to run for Cass Kramer, who was arrested at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 7. Would not expect either of these teams to trot a field goal unit out really at any point. 6:36 remaining in the 3rd quarter. This is still the first possession of said quarter. And Ell-Saline kind of needs it here. Don't want to put too much burden on the offense. Big play here. It's 4th and 7. Crone back to pass. Lets it go deep. There's a penalty flag down. The receiver makes the catch. He's shy of the end zone. I think it was pass interference or holding maybe away from the football, but it doesn't matter as they get it out to Colin Dent for what is likely to be a massive 22-yard gain. And whatever this is, they're going to decline it with pleasure. They will talk to coach. I mean, it's probably going to be a hold. You can't call pass interference if the pass is not to said player, but a huge play to Colin Dent, 23 yards. And here come the Cardinals. And that's perfect, too, because now it's 1st and goal from the 1. You get 4 chances to get 1 yard. You like your odds if you're Ell-Saline. Little River's defense has been phenomenal this season, but this is a tall task for anyone. We got a different set. Kramer is lined up as the quarterback here. It's a low direct snap. Kramer twisting, turning, touchdown, Ell-Saline. The Cardinals are on the scoreboard on a nifty little direct snap to Cass Kramer. And Kramer takes it in for the first score. It's 14-6. Good work for Cass Kramer, a little trickeration. And it works out. Now the Cardinals, will see if they line it up to go for 2. That can be the difference in a game like this. Looks like they will line it up. They do want to go for two. Remember, 1 for 2 so far tonight are the Redskins. From the shotgun, Crone to the air, over the middle. And are we going to get a pass interference call here? If we do, I believe it's half the distance to the goal. They were looking for Dent again. And my guess is, yeah, that's going to be the call, and that would set Ell-Saline up to try to run this in. Official comes over. He'll talk to Joe Roach, and yeah, that is the call. So they'll repeat the attempt. Apparently it's not half the distance to the goal like it is in college. I thought they'd move it up to the 1 yard line. It is still on the 2. So 2 yards away. They tried passing for it last time. And Reese Crone is lined up like a tight end. It's the same look as last time with Cass Kramer, the running back, and the Wildcat. They'll take the snap. Kramer dives ahead. He's close. Did he get it? They say he did not. He stuck his head in there, and Little River stood him up. So they will hold the line. It's 14-6 with 6:04 to go in the third quarter. Back in a bit. Coverage of this game brought to you by the Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Back here in Brookville, Tyler Henry alongside you as we get ready for the first offensive possession of the day for Little River coming up here. It was a touchdown run for Cass Kramer, and it will lead us here. Having a little hiccup here, working that out. But Ell-Saline to kick this deep. And they will send it deep. Boy, that's picked up like a heat-seeking missile back at the goal line. Looking for a return here, trying to break it to the outside and pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So Schubert is brought down, and that will bring us here as the offense is back on for Little River. Again, their first offensive possession of the second half. And we'll see what they can make of it. Big opportunity coming here for Little River. Let's see what they go with. Back to the I formation under center on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. This is that speed option look. Breaking a tackle now to the 40. Blasting his way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 yards for Jackson Conant. And that is his first big run of the day as he gets way up into plus territory. Good work there by Conant. Just making something out of a play that was well blocked. For Ell-Saline, they know it. They're going to need some big stops if they want a chance to come back in this game. 5:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Fast approaching the fourth. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line up into Ell-Saline territory. Conant from under center takes the snap. It's a handoff and a hard running Jaron Garrison has another gain of 7 yards. Garrison 14 carries tonight. To put that in perspective, Kramer's got 8. No one else for either team has more than 5 in this game. But they've been content to pound the rock with Garrison tonight. And to their credit, it's worked out pretty well for them. They've had a lot of success on the ground. Conan back under center. This will be 2nd down and 4. They fumble the football. He picks it up, but that is not the result that they were hoping for. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. So a near disaster there, but they are able to get on top of it. Looked like a bad transition on the snap between the center and the quarterback and just not able to get it done. So we'll see if they can sort it out here on 3rd and 5. Did lose a yard there. It's Conan under center, back in the I formation. Everybody bunched in tight here for the Redskins. They will hand this off. First effort, not there. Second effort is not there. Schubert brought down after a gain of 1, and it's 4th down and a decision to be made here for Little River. Not a terrible run, but not enough to get the job done. I would imagine we'll see the offense stay on the field here for Little River. They've been content to go for it in situations like this really all night. And here comes the offense for 4th and 2. Swap at quarterback. This is Garrison, who will take the shotgun snap. He's been a hard runner tonight. He will give this up the gut. Ell-Saline came close to stopping it. Where do they mark it? The Cardinals stop Schubert. He spun around. Both line judges are shy. I believe he didn't get it. Still waiting on the signal as the officials confer. And I think we're going to get a measurement. I mean, he is right there. Depends on where you put it. But it looks like it is. Well, we'll see the measurement here. Ell-Saline's offensive personnel coming onto the field. That was a good carry by Schubert on the second effort, but boy, it looks like he's short, and he is. Ell-Saline forces the turnover on downs, and they're going to get the ball back in a one-possession game at the 25-yard line, and here we go. This has been the thing for the Cardinals. I mean, they've been down this whole game, but not out. And Little River concedes a touchdown and then turns it over on downs, and you wonder if that momentum's starting to swing a little bit in the opposite direction. Cardinals put the offense on the field, empty the backfield for Reese Crone. 4 wide receivers here on 1st and 10. Two-step drop, design screen over the middle, and he hits his intended target. Colin Dent hauls it in for a gain of 6. I'm not sure that was an intended screen. The way the two ends came in unblocked, it kind of looked that way, but on further review, I think that was just somebody missed an assignment for Ell-Saline. Either way, it's 2nd down and 5, 2:40 to go here in the third quarter, and the Cardinals on the march. They want to empty it out once again for Reese Crone. This time it's trips to the left on 2nd and 5. 4 on the line. Extra pressure. They'll throw near side. Looking to break one tackle. Now getting to the outside for the first down and change. And it's Landon May, his first catch of the day. It goes for 6 yards. And the decision to dial up the blitz backfires on Little River. Ell-Saline moving the chains. Well, what did I say? The new image audio keys to the second half for Ell-Saline. Get this passing game going, and that's exactly what they've done. The other thing, too, you open up the run up the middle for Reese Crone if you want to. Crone's going to be out there now in more of a traditional shotgun look. He'll have Cass Kramer on his right hip. 1st and 10. Little River rushes 4. They're going to throw this deep. It is pass interference against Little River. We've got flags all over. And this is going to be 15 yards and a free first down for the Ell-Saline Cardinals. They were looking for Colin Dent, who had to come back to the football, and that's just an unfortunate break for the DB in coverage because, again, a well-thrown ball in stride is probably a catch. But he comes back for it, and that leads to the PI. It'll be 15 yards and a free first down. So for Ell-Saline, they're going to move this football all the way ahead here. Should be to the 25-yard line. Cardinals starting to cook here in the second half. They were shut out in the first half. No points on the board. Down 14-0. And now here come the Cardinals. Crone sends a man in motion. Tosses this to the outside. Not a lot of room. Kramer shakes, bakes, dives ahead to the 18. It's a gain of 7 on what looked like a busted play. And Cass Kramer making lemons into lemonade here with 1:30 to go in the third. Cardinals have options down in this area. Remember, they were moving the football well in the first quarter, but they got stuffed on that turnover on downs on the goal line. Now they've got the offense rolling in a way it hasn't all game long. 2nd and 3, low snap, quarterback keeper up the gut, and Crone falls ahead. He's got the first down. They'll say move him. Gain of 4 on the ground for Reese Crone. They have not run him as much as he typically does, but when he has taken off, he's gotten the job done, and he moves the sticks here for Ell-Saline, who move inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. New personnel, it's Jackson Seed, the back here, as they'll send the typical running back in motion. Design pass here for Crone, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Great defensive effort. You tip your cap that time for Ell-Saline. Getting a bear paw up on it was Blaine Baldetti. And it's 2nd and 10. It's a good thing he did, too, because there was a receiver waiting to catch that football who could have turned upfield and run for a while. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. We're fast approaching the fourth quarter. Just 40 seconds to go here in the third. Still a 14-6 lead for the Redskins of Little River. Shotgun set for Kramer, or rather for Crone. Fires far side, incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions, the first time that Ell-Saline has looked at a 3rd and long in this half. And a chance for Little River to get off the field here. You know, Ell-Saline's probably in 4-down territory, but at the same time, I mean, they're thinking about trying to get some yardage here. They don't need to pick all of it up all at once. Remember, if they get past the 5-yard line but don't score, they'll have 4 more opportunities to try and punch this in. Crone in the shotgun. Kramer sidecar left. 2 receivers to that side. 3-step drop. Looking to pass. Over the middle. It's broken up. Incomplete. Excellent coverage by Jet Everett. And it's 4th and 10. They were looking for Colin Dent, who's had the hot hand tonight. Trey Williams has been held in check. Just 2 catches for 16 yards. He's been the go-to guy for Ell-Saline through the air this year. No surprise, Ell-Saline will bring Williams on for this next play. He's also an excellent basketball player for this Cardinals program. And a pivotal play in this game. It's 4th and 10. Empty backfield for Reese Crone. Little River rushes 4. Extra pressure over the middle. It's batted down. Incomplete. An excellent defensive stop made by Jake White. And Little River forces a turnover on downs with 28 seconds to go here in the third. Good work by the Little River defense. And it was 4 straight passing plays that leads to the turnover. Now with 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter, it's Redskin football. Jackson Conan lines up under center. Garrison is lined up behind him. Here's the handoff to Garrison. He's cut down after a gain of 3, and that should be the final play of the third quarter. Little River's been content to play ball control, and it looks like they will continue to do that in this fourth quarter. We will step away when we come back. It's the fourth and final quarter, a 14-6 ball game. Got a good one on our hands here from the World of 8-Man. More when we return. It's presented tonight by the Bennington State Bank.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9 in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
36 minutes in the books, 12 on the clock, and here we go. The fourth and final quarter of a one-possession game. It's the second-ranked team in 8-man Division I in Little River, looking to remain undefeated and avenge a loss that they suffered here last season. Matter of fact, it was at Little River that Ell-Saline was able to pull off the upset win, 38-36. It was a wild game between these two a season ago, and we've been in for a good one, although a much lower scoring affair than what we've seen historically between these two. But it's been a good game of football, and right now it's Little River looking to take a two-possession lead. They're up 14-6, an 8-point lead here for the Redskins, and they're back on the field now. Jackson Conan under center on second down and 5. First play of the fourth quarter. They want to go to the air. They take a shot. It's underthrown. It's intercepted. Ell-Saline brings it down. It was taken away by Cass Kramer, and that is Kramer's 5th interception of the season as the Cardinals will take over just behind midfield. Cass Kramer has been one of the best DBs in 8-man football this year. It's week number 6, and he gets his 5th interception of the season. Great work to put Ell-Saline back on the field, and don't forget, it is still a one-possession ball game. Jackson Conan just trying to do a little too much. Will it cost Little River? We'll find out. Reese Crone under center. Cass Kramer lined up directly behind him. They will give it to Kramer, and he will find maybe a pair of yards on the play. These two teams in their history have played just 4 times. They've played 3 times since Ell-Saline came up to 8-man football. In those games, Ell-Saline leads 2-1. Their only other contest came back in 1991. In a game that Little River was able to get the victory in. So the all-time series only in its 5th game, and yet this is already feeling like a fun little rivalry in 8-man football. Second down and 8, Kramer in motion. Crone back to pass, unloads it over the middle. It's incomplete. Just missed his spot. He had Trey Williams wide open and just overthrew him. Williams almost came up with it anyway. And now it's 3rd and 8. I feel like what Ell-Saline did a really good job of in the third quarter, especially on their touchdown drive, was the short passing game. We've seen them trying to take big shots. And it's not that they can't do that, but you felt good about, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Here it's 3rd and 8. The playbook gets a little bit shorter. Crone rolling out to his right. It's a throwback to Williams, and it's just too high. Boy, rushed the throw that time, did Reese Crone. Trey Williams had plenty of room to run. It was a well-designed play, but just unable to connect. And Ell-Saline likely going for it here on 4th down. We have not seen a punt since the second quarter. Both teams trying to win this game on their own terms. Got a good crowd that's traveled here from Little River as well. They've made the trip to Brookville. So here we go. 4th down and 8. Crone, low snap, under pressure, fires deep. He's got Williams. Williams trying to break a tackle. He's down at the 5-yard line. But Trey Williams on his 3rd catch of the day will pick up 35 yards. And the Cardinals back on the march. That's a huge play for Trey Williams. A good ball delivered by Crone. And it's 1st down and goal. They'll say his knee went down at the 8-yard line. There's still a lot of time left in this football game, folks. That goes both ways. Even if Ell-Saline ties it here, Little River, we know what they're capable of offensively. They're going to run that wildcat look again to the outside of the corner and to the end zone. Cass Kramer has his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one comes from 4 yards away. And it's a huge score. The Cardinals needed it, and they got it from their RB1. 2-point game following the 8-yard touchdown run from the Wildcat. And they're going to run this formation back. It's Kramer who takes the direct snap. This time he cuts it up the middle, and we are tied. Cass Kramer with the octopus. And it's 14-all here in Brookville. We'll step away. It's Little River football when we come back. 14 apiece here from Brookville on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, presented this week by the Bennington State Bank.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Back to football here in Brookville. Tyler Henry alongside you. It's been a good one. It's the first time it's been tied since it was 0-0. Little River got on the board. They scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game, the only 2 touchdowns of the first half to take a 14-0 lead. Since then, it's been all Ell-Saline. They've got the last 2 touchdowns and the only 2 of the second half so far. So they've got it on the tee here with Lucas Correa. Boy, he has smoked the last couple of kicks, trying to avoid a chance for Little River to return. And, yeah, you're not going to be able to return that one. It's more than halfway into the end zone. You think Lucas Correa is excited to be back on the football field? Poor kid broke his collarbone earlier this year, but he is back out there. And even if it's only in a kicking capacity, he is so happy. You can just see the smile on his face to be contributing in a meaningful way for Ell-Saline. So the Little River offense back on the field. Their last couple of possessions, a turnover on downs, and an interception picked off by Cass Kramer. They are trying to get it together here late in this game and reclaim the lead. They've held the lead for a majority of this game. Conan is the quarterback here on 1st down and 10. He will take the snap. It's a designed quarterback keeper up the middle, a short gain of about 2 yards. And a correction on my part, Garrison, the quarterback who runs it on that play. You just never know who's going to be taking the snap for this team. They have 2 quarterbacks. They love them both. And they're both good, both on the passing game and in the run game. Garrison's been the primary guy on the ground tonight. That was his 16th carry of this contest. 9:57 left to go. This time it will be Conan who takes the snap. They're back in the I formation. Little River on 2nd and 6. They do want to go to the air. It's over the middle. It's caught for the 1st down up to the 20-yard line. We got a late flag as they linked it up to Ty Jeanette. It should be a gain of about 12, but we'll check and see what the flag is for. Seed who made the tackle, you wonder if maybe there was some extracurriculars going on after the fact, and it looks like it will be on Little River here. And yeah, they're going to get a face mask against Ell-Saline. So it will stay an initial gain of 12 on the connection from Conan to Jeanette, and then tack on an additional 10 yards. They go back to the I formation here. Logan Schubert is one of the backs. Conan will take the snap. It is a keeper, and that is a lot of room. Tripped up. Boy, that was a touchdown-saving tackle. Jackson Conan shows off the speed, and he almost picks up all 10 himself on first down there. Like I said, we'll see where they mark it. It looks like he's just short. And honestly, they're okay with that. I mean, if you're Little River, you're content to just try to keep milking the clock a little bit and then score as late as you can and then trust your defense. 9-yard carry there for Jackson Conan. We get a measurement. That's the third measurement we've seen. I've been doing our game of the week. Yeah, he's going to be, I believe, just short. I've been doing game of the week. This is week 6, so we've had, I guess, 4 games. We did not have one last week. And in 4 weeks, I saw 1 measurement. I've seen 3 measurements tonight. Are they respotting this football? I mean, it gets a little redundant when you put the ball down in a different spot. The result is the same. And like I said, if you're Little River, you know you can get a yard anytime you want it. You're okay with this because you're going to get the first down plus whatever extra yardage you get, and then you get the free set of downs. So it is 2nd and inches following the run from Conan, his 6th of the night. Conan under center. Ell-Saline stuffs the box. They've got 5 there. It's a quick handoff to Garrison, still on his feet. And that's what I was talking about. Garrison gets 7. Now you've got a first down and 10. Although there is a player down here. Is that Garrison? Trying to see who that is. I believe that is Garrison. Obviously, that's the kind of piece you can't afford to lose. He pops up pretty quickly, and he's limping a little bit. He will come to the sideline. Garrison's been an integral part of what this offense has done. He has 17 carries tonight and a majority of the rushing yards. We had a brief injury timeout that gives us a chance to remind you to tune in tonight at 10 p.m. for the Kansas High School Football Scoreboard Show. Here's scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas, brought to you by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. It can also be heard on 910KINA.com. First down and 10 for the Little River offense. Jet Everett is the new back here. They will give it to him. He will plunge up the middle, and he gets down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 for Everett. Remember, he had the 34-yard touchdown run earlier in this game. 8:25 remaining on the clock. We'll keep an eye out for Garrison and a potential return, but for right now, he is staying on the bench. 8:13 remaining. That time continues to wind here. They will stick with Everett as the back. One receiver split out wide. That is Logan Schubert. Under center goes Conan. He will give it again up the gut. That should be enough for the first down. It is a gain of 3 for Everett. I would say it doesn't matter who's running the football for Little River, but with how aggressively downhill Jaron Garrison runs, it does. There's a dynamic to him that you just don't get with an average high school running back. Now, this is interesting, too. The nose of the football, I guess they've got it down here at the 6. So it'll be first down and goal from the 6-yard line. And we'll see what the call is personnel-wise here. Logan Schubert is one of the backs. Conan under center. Garrison is back. There's another fumble on the snap. It's picked up. They're trying to make something of it and still plunging ahead down to the 2-yard line. That's the third time tonight that we've seen a bad transition from the center to the quarterback. That's Elijah Stagner, the center, just not getting it off cleanly to Conan. And miraculously, Conan is able to turn that, what should have been a loss, into a gain of 4. And he's got him down to the 2-yard line. So many ways that Little River can score in a situation like this. Garrison is the short back. Schubert is the long back. Conan in the eye, under center. Little River looking to retake the lead. They hand it to Garrison, and he has stood up at the goal line. Great defensive stop by Ell-Saline. That is the second shortest run of the entire night for Jaron Garrison. He's gotten 2 yards or more on all but 2 of his 18 carries. Clock continues to run. Football is down at the 1-yard line. Earlier in this game, Ell-Saline's offense could not score from this spot. Their defense is trying to repay the favor. Only the quarterback, Jackson Conan, lined up directly behind the center. Let's see if this is a quarterback run or if they want to try something tricky. He's twisting, he's turning, he's close to enough for the touchdown, and he's got it. Jackson Conan makes it over the plane, and Little River will take the lead right back here in the 4th. Boy, we knew we were going to be in for a good game. This one has delivered. First touchdown of the day for Jackson Conan. Third rushing touchdown of the day for Little River. This is crucial, though, the 2-point conversion. Little River's 1 for 2. If you go for it here and you miss it, then Ell-Saline can take the lead with a touchdown and an extra point or a 2-point conversion of their own. Crucial play here. It will be Conan from the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a touch pass to the outside, and he won't get it. Huge stop for Ell-Saline. Logan Schubert is tackled down hard by Colin Dent. And there you go. It's going to be a 6-point lead with 5:48 to go, and a huge stand for the Cardinal defense. 20-14, Little River back on top. If you haven't watched much 8-man football, if you're just tuning in for fun tonight, not only is this game far from over, last year we saw a game like this between these two that ended up having, I want to say, 4 scores inside the final 5 minutes. It was just a frantic finish between two of the best teams in 8-man Division I. Maybe I'm just trying to manifest some more fun highlights to cut later, but boy, this has been a great game so far. And speaking of highlights, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and at S-Post Sports on X after the game to see video highlights from around the area, proudly presented by the good folks at Billings Group. So far in the second half, Ell-Saline's offense, a 2-yard touchdown run, a turnover on downs, and an 8-yard touchdown run for Kramer. Kramer's been the guy. He's had both touchdowns, both on the ground for Ell-Saline. Little River to kick this away, and the other guy to kind of keep an eye on is Landon May. He has been the returner for a majority of these kicks. If you kick it short, you got to deal with Cass Kramer, who's standing at the 20. Little River will kick this short. It will be taken by Landon May. May looking for room, looking for the edge, doesn't have it, cuts it back to the inside and falls forward to the 30-yard line. And here comes the Ell-Saline offense. 5:41 to go in the ball game, down by 6, 20-14. What do you got if you're Reese Crone? It's going to be Crone and Kramer. We know that, right? 22 touchdowns between the two coming into this game. They've accounted for both of the touchdowns so far. Kramer has been phenomenal. And they've run a couple of wildcat looks to get him in some open space here. He will line up directly behind Reese Crone. 1st and 10, man in motion. Here is the give to the outside. Kramer looking for the edge. He won't find it, but he is there to pick up. They'll call it about 4 yards, maybe 3 on 1st down. Solid gain on 1st down. That's the other thing Ell-Saline has to avoid the trap of, is quick incompletions and negative plays. That is how you get in trouble this late in a game. And really all the turnover on downs they've had, it's been the 3rd and 10, the 3rd and 8, the 3rd and 12. That's where they and many other teams across the state of Kansas have and will struggle. Reese Crone alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Crone back to pass, under pressure. He's got Williams, and a 1st down for Ell-Saline across midfield to the 38. Trey Williams has come alive here in the second half. It's a solid gain of 8. Williams had the big 35-yarder on the last drive. Ell-Saline's also going to be content to run a little clock here. Obviously, they'd like to score quick, but at the same time, they don't want Little River, if they take over trailing, to have a whole lot of time, and this is big. Ell-Saline calls timeout. They want to talk it over. We'll take it with them. We're back in 60 here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented tonight by the Bennington State Bank.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
Welcome back to Brookville, Kansas. Tyler Henry alongside you in the broadcast booth. Mick Garst on the camera handling all of our production duties here in this game. It's been a fun one. We knew it would be. It's the 2nd-ranked and undefeated Little River Redskins in the lead, but it's Ell-Saline looking for the comeback on the field. 1st down and 10. Empty backfield for Reese Crone. Sends a man in motion left to right. He's under pressure. Lets one go. Might have been a mistake. There's a jump ball. Both guys had it. Is it a completion or a pick? Waiting on the signal from the referee. 2 guys wrestling for it, and it's going to be, let's see, who came down with it? That is as much of a 50-50 ball as you're going to see. It was on the far side of the field, and they're going to say it's a completed pass, and they will move the chains. Cass Kramer's first catch of the game is going to go for 18 yards. And the Cardinals still on the march. I'll tell you what, though, you bookmark that in the back of your mind if you're Reese Crone. That was not a good pass for him to throw, and he almost paid dearly for it. We are inside the final 5 minutes of this game. Ell-Saline down by 6 with the football. They've got Kramer lined up directly behind Crone. 1st down and 10. No, this is another Wildcat look. They'll keep it with Kramer, but this time Little River is ready for it. And they'll stop him for a gain of just 1 yard. That Wildcat look has given Little River some problems tonight, but typically when they've tried to stretch it to the edge, that time they tried to run it right up the middle, and Little River, loading the box, was prepared to stuff it. So it will be 2nd down and 9. Coach Roach making sure he's got the right personnel on the field. That includes Landon May and Colin Dent. Don't have to pass it here. 3:51 remaining, and now we got a timeout called. Wow, and it's Ell-Saline again. So the Cardinals are going to burn their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half. They've only got 1 remaining. We'll quickly step away. We are back with the exciting finish of this one. On the other side, you're watching the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented by the Bennington State Bank.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, we knew this was going to be a good game, and it has not disappointed. Ell-Saline down by 6 with the football. 3:51 left to go. It's 2nd down and 8. They will empty the backfield for Reese Crone. Immediately under duress. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Boy, he got smoked. It's not even really a blitz, but the defensive ends have been coming in virtually unblocked for Little River. Ell-Saline's got to get somebody on those guys. That time it was Blaine Baldetti. And Baldetti has spent an awful lot of time in the opposing backfield and in the face of Reese Crone. You got to get a handle on that. It's 3rd down and 8. It's 4-down territory for Ell-Saline. If you turn the ball over, you might never get it back. The way Little River's moved the football efficiently tonight, it feels like do-or-die time for the Cardinals. Crone in the shotgun, 3rd down and 8. Better blocking this time. Pump fakes, fires to the end zone. It is caught! No, it's just dropped. It looked good for Landon May, but he could not hold on, and it's 4th and 8. Boy, that one would have been on Sports Center if he had found a way to hold on. Instead, it's do or die time for the Cardinals with 3:39 to go. Love the play call, the pump fake. Got the defender out of position. It looked like a good ball for Crone, but the defender just kind of put his body in the way and interrupted the path visually for Landon May. There's a chance that this is the ball game right here. 4th down and 8, 2 backs in the backfield. Low snap here for Reese Crone. He wants to let it go. The defender falls down, but so does the receiver. Oh my goodness, the DB slipped and fell, and the slipping apparently contagious as Colin Dent lost his balance, and it's a turnover on downs with 3:33 left to go. And I hate to bring this up, but you got to also think Ell-Saline just burned 2 timeouts on that drive trying to get plays in. They've only got one more chance to stop the clock for the next 3 minutes and 33 seconds, and they have to find a way to get off the field. If Little River can score or pick up a few first downs, this game is over. They'll bunch everybody in tight. Conan takes the snap. It's a keeper on the outside, but he's dropped. No gain on the play for Jackson Conan. Great tackle for Colin Dent. Stops him in the backfield. They'll call it a gain of zilch. And it's 2nd and 10 here for Little River. Cardinals had 2 excellent opportunities in the end zone. I mean, they were right there and just could not quite get it done. 3 minutes remaining. Conan will duck under center. This is where Jaron Garrison has done some of his best work. You need 8 or 9 yards, you go to number 6. Number 9. He's lined up behind him. They will give it, and another great tackle by the Ell-Saline defense. That time it was Cass Kramer who comes in to drop Garrison in the backfield. He still manages to pick up a couple of yards. It is 3rd down. You also got to think in their own territory here, I wouldn't be shocked if we do see Little River punt for the first time if they don't pick up the first down here. I mean, what other choice do you have? You don't want to risk giving Ell-Saline the ball in striking distance. 2:12 remaining in the game. Only 1 timeout for Ell-Saline. They have to find a way to get off the field right here. Logan Schubert is the back, and it looks like we got a timeout. Little River now wants to talk it over. We're going to keep it right here. That's the first timeout for Little River. This game began with a 9-yard touchdown run for Garrison to put Little River on the board. They failed the 2-point conversion, but in the second quarter, Everett ran one in from 34 yards away, and they were able to convert to go up 14-0. We went to halftime on a fumble. Ell-Saline came out of the locker room hot. They drive the ball down to the 2-yard line. Kramer runs it in. They fail the 2-point conversion. Both teams exchange turnovers on down, and then a huge Cass Kramer interception. He sets himself up for an 8-yard touchdown run to tie the game at 14 apiece. But Little River not fazed by that. They went all the way down the field. They scored. They made it 20-14 following the failed 2-point conversion, and you just saw Ell-Saline turn the ball over. That's how Little River has it, up by 6 with 2:01 to play. This is big, too, because it's 3rd down and 8. And if you're Ell-Saline, you might think about calling your last time out after this play if Little River can't pick it up. If you're Little River, you don't really lose anything by passing here, I wouldn't think. Priority number 1 is pick up the first down. If you can't do that, it doesn't matter if the clock stops or not, and then you question if you punt it away or not. Jaron Garrison is the quarterback. Empty backfield for him. Primarily used as a runner, but he's a good passer as well. 3rd and 8. Little River, design, quarterback draw up the middle. He's not going to get it, not even close. Only ahead to the 30-yard line, a gain of 4 for Jaron Garrison on his 20th carry of the night. And Ell-Saline will burn their final timeout. If Little River does, in fact, punt this away, it's going to be a 2-minute drill for the Ell-Saline Cardinals. All you want as a coach is for your team to have a chance. And it's looking like Ell-Saline might just get that late in the game against the number 2 team in the state of Kansas. We haven't talked much about it, but this is a revenge tour for Ell-Saline because last year, a team that so many people expected would make a deep run into the 8-man playoffs, they were upset in the second round in a wild game against Madison on this very home field. It was pouring down rain, really hurt both offenses, and ultimately they fell in that one. And I talked to Coach Roach before the season started. I said, that's the kind of game you put out of your mind, right? You just kind of forget about it, you burn the tape, and you start from scratch. And he said, oh, no. He said, we haven't forgotten about anything. This is an Ell-Saline team that came into the year with something to prove. And they've got a chance to potentially knock off the number 2 team in the state of Kansas in 8-man. And for now, it looks like Little River might just go for it. The Redskins have the offense on the field. They could pooch punt it. Oh, and they got him to jump off sides. That is going to be a disaster if it is, in fact, offsides, and I believe that's going to be the call. That play designed to do one thing and one thing only, and that's get somebody to jump for Ell-Saline. But let's hear the call. Oh, my goodness, it's a false start on Little River. You wondered with the flinch if someone moved first, and it was Ell-Saline that moved second. That's the 8th penalty of the game for Little River. It's now 4th and 8. Do they send out the punt team? I know I keep asking it. You've also got to remember Jackson Conan happens to be the punter. So even if they send the punt team out, you got to be aware of the trickery. And it looks like they will punt this away. Ell-Saline got to get somebody back to return. They will do that. It's Cass Kramer. They do indeed punt it away. It is a deep one. Booming punt takes a bounce. It comes back towards the Ell-Saline Cardinals. They will get the ball at the 20-yard line with 1:43 left to go. One last gasp for Ell-Saline. No timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. So whatever they do, they got to do it here and now, and they will not have a chance to stop the clock. Down by 6. Reese Crone, empty backfield, under pressure, fires near side. That's Trey Williams, who slips a tackle and then falls down at the 36-yard line. It's a huge 20-yard chunk gain and a quick correction. That's Landon May who brings it in. So it is 1st and 10, just behind midfield, 1:27 left to go. Reese Crone in an empty backfield, 2 receivers split out wide to either side. Little River will rush 4. He will fire far side. That's caught, slipping the tackle. It's Trey Williams, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 20 on first down, a gain of 18 on second down. The Cardinals are on the march, and the clock has stopped with 1:12 left to go. Ell-Saline got down into this territory last time. They were turned away on a turnover on downs, but here come the Cardinals. Crone, empty backfield, 4 wide. Little River brings 4 again. He goes over the middle. It's hauled in. Down at the 7-yard line, Cass Kramer. And it's another chunk gain of 13 yards. The Cardinals inside the red zone, inside the 10. Ell-Saline quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. We've entered the final minute of this game. Reese Crone takes the snap, fires left. It's caught down at the 4-yard line. Colin Dent reels it in this time. And the Cardinals, do they want to clock it here with 46 seconds or just take their shots? They want to quickly go. Crone takes it, and he will emphatically spike it into the ground at the 5-yard line to stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. Let me tell you, Cass Kramer only has 2 receptions tonight, and both of them have been crucial. It is 3rd down. They're going to have it at the 4-yard line, and they buy themselves a chance to dial up a play. Remember, they're going to need 2 successful plays, that is, to complete the comeback. The Ell-Saline Cardinals have not led in this game. Crone takes it, tosses it, trick play, touchdown! Touchdown Cardinals! It's Colin Dent who hauls it in the back of the end zone. And Ell-Saline has tied the game with 33 seconds to go. Unbelievable play call, dialed up by Joe Roach. And do we see the PAT team or do we see the offense here? Anything after the touchdown would give Ell-Saline the lead. 33 seconds to go. This game is not over yet. The offense is on the field. It's Cass Kramer in the Wildcat, and we've got a timeout called by Little River. That is the final timeout for Little River. This is the other quirk of 8-man football. Not everybody has an automatic extra point kicker. So you get to this point, you can't do what a normal team does and just line up and kick it and take the lead, and that really does throw an extra wrinkle into games like this. I mean, we've seen both teams score 3 touchdowns, and all 6 times they've lined up to go for 2. This is why you come here for the game of the week. It is always a blast. And Bennington State Bank, you picked a good one. They are the presenting sponsor tonight. They are what makes the coverage of this game possible. Little River took a 14-0 lead to open the scoring in the second quarter. Ell-Saline came back and tied it. The Cardinals have never led in this game. For the lead, for the first time, they go on the end around to the corner. He got it. into the end zone. It's Jackson Seed on the handoff from Kramer. And the Cardinals take their first lead of the night with 33 seconds to go. There is a penalty down. I'm going to guess this is going to be a heavy sideline warning at best, unsportsmanlike conduct at worst. And don't forget, 33 seconds is a long time in the world of 8-man football. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they're conferring. There's a lot to break down, but most of the Ell-Saline bench ran onto the field to celebrate like it was a walk-off. This is crazy stuff late in this game. I mean, it won't impact the scoreboard. It's going to be a 2-point lead no matter what for Ell-Saline. But the question is this going to go? I mean, let's just hear the call. Oh, wow, we got a horse collar tackle. Okay, a horse collar tackle against Little River. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Ell-Saline. That yardage is going to be assessed here on the kickoff. Ell-Saline, 33 seconds away from pulling off not only a comeback, but an upset of the number 2 team in the state of Kansas. Correa will kick it deep, but it will be returnable thanks to the penalty yardage. And it is a chance at a return up the middle, still twisting, still turning up to the 30-yard line. That's where Ell-Saline will bring the defense onto the field, looking for one last stop. Solid return there for Little River. No time to do anything but put the ball in the air. I don't expect to see Little River run it again. They are out of timeouts, as are the Cardinals. Two-point lead for Ell-Saline, 26 seconds away from the biggest upset of their season. Empty backfield for Jackson Conan. 2 receivers off to the right-hand side. Conan shovels it up the middle. There's a whole lot of running room and getting out of bounds. That's a nifty play to Blaine Baldetti, who picks up about 12. I believe that does count as a passing attempt. Either way, the result the same. And he went out of bounds with 20 seconds left, so the clock stops. It's still a 2-point game. Obviously, any touchdown takes the lead. Any score takes the lead. Jackson Conan looking to play the hero. First down and 10. He'll take the snap. 2-step drop. Fires far side. Ell-Saline makes the tackle in bounds. The clock continues to run. And I believe I stand corrected. They had 1 timeout remaining, and they'll burn it there with 12 seconds to go. So that is my mistake. They did have a timeout left. Jet Everett on the catch that time. 12 seconds to go. If you can get out of bounds on something quick, you can run 2 plays here. I wouldn't recommend trying to stretch it for anything more than that. But honestly, if you're Little River, I mean, you might just try to take 2 shots to the end zone if you trust the arm of Jackson Conan. I don't think you have time to run it, try to pick up the yardage, and then clock it. You also run into the problem there of if you don't pick up the first down, you can't clock it because then it would be 4th. So my guess is we're going to see 2 shots to the end zone or maybe something on like a deep out route that gets them out of bounds to stop the clock. Little River is out of timeouts. They are down by 2, and they have made a swap at quarterback. It's Jaron Garrison here on 2nd down and 1. 12 seconds to go. Garrison takes the snap, look into the air, firing deep. He has a man. It's intercepted. Taken away by Ell-Saline. And that is your ball game. Colin Dent caught the touchdown pass that put the Cardinals out in front, and he will catch the interception that puts this game on ice. The number 2 team in the state of Kansas in 8-man Division I, undefeated no more. And the Cardinals will take to victory formation for one final kneel down. What a game. I know this one stings if you're Little River, but for either team, what a game. I mean, both teams played some excellent football here tonight, but with that kneel down, the Ell-Saline Cardinals are going to knock off Little River for the 3rd consecutive season. And the hero of the hour, Colin Dent, the junior, who catches the go-ahead touchdown and seals the game with a big 4th quarter pick. 22-20, the final from Brookville. We'll step away. When we come back, we're here to wrap it up. It's our Commercial Tire Center's post-game show. Just on the other side, this has been the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. You caught it right here on the Salina Post Sports Network, courtesy of the Bennington State Bank.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, Copy Co. has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and Ell-Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is Copy Co., located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina. Welcome back in here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage of this game presented by the good folks at the Bennington State Bank. Instant classic. I mean, you could use that word to describe the last 3 meetings between these two. Last year, a high-scoring shootout. This year, a grittier, low-scoring affair. But when all is said and done, the Ell-Saline Cardinals get the job done. They do so by a final score of 22-20. This is the Commercial Tire Center's post-game report. We'll get a look at some other scores and happenings from around our area in just a bit, but let's break down some final numbers from this game. At the end of the day, Reese Crone finishes his night 11 for 23, a slew of passing yards. All of them, by the way, came in the second half. Remember, Ell-Saline did not have a single reception in the first half of this game. They turned that around in a big, big way. But the hero of this game and our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game has to be Cass Kramer. He goes 14 carries for 61 yards, both touchdowns on the ground. And oh yeah, by the way, despite all those passing yards for Reese Crone through the air, no passing touchdowns. That came on a trick play from Cass Kramer that went to the back of the end zone and found the capable hands of Colin Dent. They ultimately still needed their 2-point conversion. They lined Kramer up in the Wildcat. Everybody thought he was going to get it. Instead, they handed it off around the edge to Jackson Seed. And then an interception late in the game by Colin Dent ends up giving the Cardinals the upset win over the formerly undefeated and currently second-ranked Little River Redskins here at home on homecoming. Boy, in front of a ruckus home crowd. I mean, you got a big dance coming up later tonight. Everything going right in Brookville for the guys in red and black. Let's take one last look around at our area scoreboard and see what we can't dig up. There was a rare Thursday game last night that saw Salina South fall to Goddard late again. 34-27 was the final there. Earlier tonight, Sacred Heart defeated Bennington 44-8. Abilene defeats Augusta on the strength of a lone field goal. You don't see that very often in the world of high school football, but they get the win by a final score of just 3-0. Other scores from around the area as we quickly scan Twitter or X or whatever the kids are calling it these days. By the way, just a quick reminder that after this game, you can catch highlights from this game and from other games around our area on our Salina Post Facebook page and at S Post Sports. Salina Central remains undefeated. They knock off Andover Central 23-14 tonight, and that means there are 2 undefeated teams remaining in our area. The only other game that's still in progress, and it actually just wrapped up, southeast of Saline takes care of business against Hillsboro. They get the win in that one by a final score of 52-16. If you want to see other finals from around the area, check us out at S Post Sports, and also check out Salina Post. We'll have finals there. But that'll about do it for us. One last time for Tyler Henry and for Nick Garst. Want to say thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a ton of fun bringing you this game. We couldn't have done it without the support of Bennington State Bank. Ell-Saline pulls the comeback. They pull the upset, and they get the win on homecoming weekend, 22-20, the final in this one. That'll do it for us. We'll see you next week for our next edition of the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. That's what this has been here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Media, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Salina Post Sports. This has been your Game of the Week.